morning, class. Today we are working on lesson 7 from book 3 of our Saxon Math. Today's lesson is on subtraction. So the first thing I need you to do this morning is get out your math dictionary. We're going to fill in one more box on our dictionary. And the word that we have today is called difference. So the difference is what we call the answer to a subtraction problem. So here in my example, we have 10 minus 4 equals 6. 6 is the answer. It's a subtraction problem. So this is our difference. You need to know this word because in word problems, they might ask you to find the difference between the number of kids on a soccer team and the number of kids on a baseball team. And they'll give you the numbers and tell you to find the difference, but they'll never tell you to subtract. So you need to know when they're asking me for the difference, I have to subtract. So pause the video right now, get this written in your notebooks, and then press play again when you're ready to move on. Okay, so there's a couple different ways we can show subtraction, and this is kind of a review from last year for you. You guys know the picture way. You've been doing that for a while. So this picture shows that I had 6 marbles, and I took away 2 marbles. 2 of them are crossed out. So then how many marbles are left, Riker?
4.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 marbles left. This is a picture that shows this subtraction. Something that you may or may not have seen before is that we can do subtraction on a number line. So I can take this same problem, 6 minus 2, and the way I do it on the number line is I start with 6, I find 6 on my number line, there it is, right there. And then if I'm taking away 2, is my answer going to get bigger or is it going to get smaller?
Smaller.
It's going to get smaller. So I know on the number line I need to look at the smaller numbers. So I'm going to go this way to the left. And I'm taking away 2, so I'll make 2 jumps. That's minus 1, that's minus 2, and I can see that my answer is 4, just like it was up here with the marbles. So a number line is another way. If you have a number line at home that you're using, you can quickly do some simple subtraction problems with that. Okay? All right. Here I've written my problem horizontally, but just like with addition, how we can write it horizontal or vertical, I can write this like that as well, and it's the same problem, just in vertical format. Okay? All right, I'm going to get rid of this so that we can do some practice problems. All right, our first problem says there are 12 months in a year. How many months are left in a year after August? So we know our months, and we could just start saying them after August, but listen to the rest of the directions. It says, write a subtraction number sentence that shows the answer. So if we figure it out just using our fingers, we're not going to be following the directions to the question. So we know that there are 12 months in the year, right? So I can just put a 12 up there because that's what I'm starting with. How many months are after August? Well, I think I need to figure out what month August is. What month is August? Do you know? Let's say them together. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So what month is August?
The 8th.
It's the 8th month. So I started with 12 months. I'm taking away the first 8 months. And then how many months are left after August? Well, what's 12 minus 8?
Minus 8 is 4.
4. So this was a word problem. Can I be finished? 4. That's my answer. What am I missing? 4 elephants? For tarantulas. For what? What am I talking about? 4 months. You got it. It's not just 4, it's 4 months. And with a word problem, you always need to have that label. But we're also going to double check our work here. We're going to continue saying the months. So we got all the way up to August, which was the 8th month. What's after August? September, October, November, December. Are there 4 months left after August? Yeah, there sure are. We checked our work. Okay, our next problem just gives us a subtraction problem. It says 10 minus 3. Now, I know some of you are fantastic with your subtraction facts, and you can just tell me the answer. But just in case you have trouble with it, we're going to look at 2 ways that we can solve this. So the first way is by drawing a picture. How many marbles or tally marks or squares or any shape that I want should I start by drawing, Riker?
10.
I should draw 10 of something. I like to stick with marbles because it's really easy to just draw a bunch of circles. So there's my 10 circles. I'm taking away 3. So what should I do with 3 of them?
X amount.
X amount. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. And now how many marbles are left?
7.
7. So I know that 10 minus 3 is 7. Well, there's another way you could do this. If you had a calendar in front of you, that kind of works like a number line. So let's say we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and let's say Saturday is the 10th. So then we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So on your calendar, you find the 10th, and you can use your calendar like a number line to just count back 3 days. So 1, 2, 3, and look, we came up with the same answer. 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay, the next type of problem that you might encounter says, use words and numbers to write the subtraction problem shown. And they show you a picture. So they have circles. They have 12 circles. Okay? And then looks like 5 of them are X'd out. And it says use words and numbers. We're going to start with numbers because that's simple. So I told you we started with 12 circles, right? So we're going to start with the number 12. And we're working on subtraction, so I need my subtraction symbol. How many did I X out, Riker?
5.
Minus 5. And then how many are left?
3.
There's 3 here. What about these?
Wait, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 circles left. So this picture shows the subtraction problem 12 minus 5 equals 7. Now it told me I have to write that in words too. So I have to spell 12 the best I can. L. And 12 actually has one of those magic E's at the end. 12 minus, here's how we spell the word minus, 5 equals, and I ran out of room, so it's okay to go down to the next line. 12 minus 5 equals 7. Now, if you have trouble with this spelling and all these math words, that's okay. In 3rd grade, you know how to sound things out. You know what your letters sound like. If I can read it, or if your homeschooling teacher can read it, that's okay. Write it the best that you can. 12 minus 5 equals 7. Okay, we have just one more type of example. And that is Draw circles to show this subtraction problem. So, oh, not 6. You know what? I think I did it wrong. It was 14. That's why. The answer is 6. Excuse me. And it started with 14. Okay? 14 minus 8 equals 6. Draw circles to show this subtraction problem. So, Riker, how many circles am I going to draw to start with?
14.
14. Okay, there's my 14 circles. How many am I going to cross out?
8.
Minus 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do I have 6 left?
Yeah.
I sure do. So this shows that 14 minus 8 equals 6. Okay, so our lesson practice today is word problems. So if you'd like to stop the video now, you can do the lesson practice on your own. I am going to continue with doing the lesson practice problems with you today. So I'll read the word problems to you. So the first one says, there are 7 days in a week. 5 days have passed. How many days of the week are left? And it doesn't tell us that we need to draw circles or use a number line. It just wants us to figure out the answer. So, what would you do to solve that, Riker?
So what?
There are 7 days in a week. 5 days have passed. How many days of the week are left?
2.
How'd you do that so fast?
5, because 7 is more than 5. I turned 5. I turned 7 into 5 and minus that. Then.
So he said he did 7 minus 5 and he got 2. So 2 what? Because it's a word problem.
2 days.
2 days would be the answer. Correct. Okay? All right, the next one says, there are 12 months in a year. How many months are left in a year after February? Write a subtraction number sentence that shows the answer. So, how many months do we start with?
12.
We start with 12 months. And what month is February?
The second.
The second month. So how many months are left?
10.
There are 10 what?
Months.
10 months left after February. Okay? Use words and numbers to write the subtraction shown. So they have that many marbles, and they've crossed out that many marbles. And they want us to write words and numbers to show this picture. So let's start with numbers. How many do we have? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if that's 5, this must be 10.
13.
11, 12, 13. So I have 13 marbles. How many am I taking away?
4.
All 5 of these, and then 4 of these. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And how many marbles are left?
4.
4. So there's my number sentence. Now I have to use words because the directions wanted me to write it both ways. So 13 minus 9 equals 4. Okay? I write it in words exactly how I read the number sentence. 13 minus 9 equals 4. Okay, Okay, the next one says draw circles to show this subtraction. So Riker, tell me what I'm going to draw here.
11.
I'm going to draw 11 circles. There's 11. Then what am I going to do?
X 5.
I'm going to X 5 of them out. Okay? And I have 6 left. That's the end of that problem. Okay, the last 4 problems in lesson practice just give you 4 subtraction problems that you should practice finding the answer to any way that you are the most comfortable with. And then please move on to working on your written practice for lesson 7, which begins on page 42. Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.